What's up with the squad? Back with another video. Y'all see in the title what's going down. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for me. Please, y'all see it in the title. Y'all see in the title, definitely geeked. Like I said in the last video, if y'all didn't watch it, I am sick. I'm not feeling too well right now. Oh, y'all probably like Recklezz, get some rest. It's important, you know, this, that, and the other. I got it. Like I said, I'm gonna make me some dinner. I'm gonna chill out, you know, and that's what it's gonna be. But gotta get these videos out too. But y'all got it here. Jasmine Crockett is living proof that having a college degree does not make you smart. Check it out.
Let me be clear. I have a lot more education than he does. This is just what it is, degree-wise. I have earned my degrees. My daddy didn't have to make a phone call to get me into anything because that wasn't a possibility, okay?
Let's cap. I'm going to show y'all.
So we can stop playing games as if I am somehow lesser than, while he has somehow hoodwinked enough people to become president of the United States, mostly because they thought he was a good businessman. But that is just because he's a Nepo baby. I promise you, if I was a Nepo baby and maybe a man, that I probably could too be president rather quickly, even though I am unqualified.
Bro, it's like every time she talks, she makes it worse and worse and worse. Let me tell y'all something. People voted for Trump. So many people voted for Trump because he was straightforward on what he was going to do. Even before, he's straightforward on what he was going to do, and he's been doing it. A lot of people don't like it, but then again, he said what he was going to do. Let me tell you something. First of all, we dodged a bullet. YouTube, I'm not being, you know, not literally anything, but just think about having Kamala as president. I want y'all to deeply think about that. We all know that a lot of the things that she did talk about, first of all, it was a few things that she copied off of Trump that we knew she wasn't going to do. But there was a lot of things that we knew, again, what she wasn't going to do at all. We seen how the whole Biden administration went. And then you got people that's in the back saying, oh, well, Kamala, she couldn't make any decisions. She couldn't do this. She couldn't do that. There were people literally doing a lot of things behind Biden's back, including Kamala. Like Biden said, Kamala was right there. Every decision that, you know, he made and asked her, you know, her opinion. So all the people that sitting there are like, oh, well, Kamala, she couldn't do this and she didn't have the authority. Yeah, she did. She did. I'm telling y'all. But y'all got to hear, like I said, she lied, of course. Jasmine Crockett is an actor. As y'all can see, she grew up rich, lived among white people, and went to the best schools. She graduated from Rose College. She went to Congress, put on a fake accent, bench makeup, eyelashes, and, you know, y'all know the whole nine. But then again, at the same time, she went to amazing schools, you know, paying a lot of money yearly and all. You know what I mean? So all the lies in this video, I know a lot of y'all not fooled by it, but it don't be fooled. Literally. Out of here. Jasmine Crockett wants you to think that she's from the hood, that she grew up on the streets. The exact opposite is true. She attended exclusive day school where tuition was nearly $35,000 per year. She also attended Rose College, private school where tuition is nearly $55,000 per year. She's cosplaying gangster. Let me tell y'all something. It's obviously true. They always want to throw this at, you know, towards Trump of, you know, his daddy and make a phone call and he came for money and this, that, and the other. And, let me tell y'all something. Jasmine Crockett, she didn't come, you know, from anything whatsoever from being poor like she's trying to make it to be. She's just putting on an act for a lot of people, and I'm sure y'all know that. I'm definitely sure y'all know that. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. But y'all already know. This is literally. Instead, let me pause this. This is literally her net worth. She's on $174,000 salary. And within 2 years of Congress, Jasmine's net worth was $9 million. She has a $2 million property in Dallas, a $1.5 million house in Austin, and a $1.5 million Galveston cabin. So all the things that Jasmine talk about, that she doesn't have, because she literally just said recently that she don't have money and they need money and she needs money. I'm telling y'all, bro, when it comes to people like this, they do not care about the people. And that's exactly why she's getting replaced TX30. Not even gonna lie. This is exactly why. Check out what she says here. It says, Jasmine Crockett says Texas is our word that the people of color should get the house seats based on their skin color. Check it out.
They are specifically deciding to splinter the communities of common interest, as well as just blatantly say we are going to dilute minority voices. So we know that the courts, ever since we've had a Voting Rights Act, have always found this state to be intentionally discriminatory. That is what they are going to do. So I need people of color to understand that the scheme of the Republicans has consistently been to make sure that they mute our voices so that they can go ahead and have an oversized say in this. So I fully anticipate that's exactly where they're going with this map. It's the only way to do it. We didn't understand how we got to the map that they gave us last time, because that state was grown by 95% people of color. They went out of their way to make sure that we got 0 new seats for people of color.
Let me tell y'all something, bro. I feel like if people just stop basing everything like on color and they just stop, like, just chill out, stop making everything to be, I feel like it'd be fire, bro. I feel like it's more so of like what to do. At this point, it's what to do for the American people, bro. Like, it's so many people that complain about this, Not saying that it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying in general, like, it's so many people that that are, I ain't gonna say so much of complaining, but like having issues with a lot of things. I'm gonna say that. Having issues with a lot of things, and there's actually people that's out here that want a change. There's actually people that's out here that want to change on, these different things that's going on. Her in general, out there in TX30, she's literally not doing nothing. From what I've seen, I haven't seen Jasmine Crockett do nothing for the people at all. Then you got Sheldon Daniels. I'm sure y'all know what it is, Army vet. We're going to talk more about him. But he's actually going door to door. He's talking to, the police officers and conversating with them, taking out people, people that's actually out there volunteering and helping him in his campaign and stuff like that, taking them out to lunch. They're going door to door. I know it's hot in Texas. I'm not even going to lie, because it's hot here in Indianapolis on certain days. But doing it for the people, you know what I mean? Doing more. And like I said, I do pray that he keeps that up, once he replaces Jasmine Crockett. But y'all got to hear this. What Sheldon Daniels posted said, "Why am I not surprised?" Got to hear breaking. Democratic activist and influencer Olivia Juliana has reportedly been dismissed for her position as DNC's young male voter outreach coordinator due to poor performance. This comes after DNC invested $20 million into her youth engagement campaign targeting young male voters, a campaign that has to date produced little to no measurable results. Let me tell y'all something. One thing about it is that I really feel like a lot of this stuff is just plain like corruption when it comes down to it. I'm not a person that's gonna sit here and tell y'all any lies or beat around the bush. I just feel like a lot of it is crazy to me. They gather all this money. They keep a lot of money to themselves. I don't see anything that they do for the community, bro. Like, I really don't see anything that they do for these communities whatsoever. They come with these lies and say, "Oh, we're gonna help. We're gonna do this, do that," and then you got these people that, I ain't even just gonna say black people, but you got people in these different communities that's obviously bad communities, and they like, oh, they're gonna do this, and they do it every single year, bro. Every single year. They do it here in Indianapolis. Indiana, they in a bad communities, they like, oh, we got this person, and they're gonna do this for the community, and they're gonna do that for the community. I've seen it before, and it's the same thing every year. It's the same thing, but they go and they vote, and they man, I'm telling y'all, bro, people gotta stop basing a lot of this stuff off of color and the BS coming from a lot of these people, bro. I'm telling y'all, because that's all that it is. But y'all got to hear, Jasmine Crockett is panicking now that Texas is legally redistricting, and she'll lose her seat to attorney and vet Sheldon Daniels. Sheldon Daniels is MAGA to the core, true patriot. And you already know how Jasmine Crockett is. Check it out what she says.
Texas
y'all.
is a majority minority state, and they don't feel comfortable having to go and present their very much racist policies, the policies that people like the Proud Boys are excited about, the people like the Oath Keepers, people like, we saw on January 6th, those guys. So that's what they're going to do. They are going to minimize people of color's voices, and they truly believe that by pushing their white supremacy agenda, they will be able to then secure more Republican seats. I've got news for them. I believe in the people of Texas, and I believe that this may backfire in a really unprecedented way. In fact, I will tell you confidently that there are absolutely Republicans that currently are serving that are concerned as well, and they should be concerned that this may backfire on them as they try.
See, but this is what they do. I'm telling y'all, it's red lies, bro.
Because there will be new vulnerabilities, and I promise you, I am going to do everything that I can to make sure that Texans know what is at stake and understand that they are trying to basically put their voices on mute, and it is time to raise the volume on their voices. And so we will work and outwork this gerrymander to make sure that Texas actually shows up and shows out, and Donald Trump is left being the crybaby that he is.
But you see her on MSNBC crying. Like I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I'm gonna leave this video up to y'all and y'all comments. Y'all can comment down below. Comment down below. Let me know how y'all feel about that one. Y'all already know how I feel. Y'all already know how I feel, but I wanted to show y'all this video right here. This is literally, let me check this camera. I told y'all last video, bro, like somebody tried to steal our car, so I want to make sure everything is good. But this is Sheldon Daniels on Fox News.
We both grew up in Sherman, Texas. Yes. You grew up with my younger brother, Jay, played football together. Yes. You're an attorney.
Oh, that's what's up.
And if you wouldn't mind, I think, I don't know, I'm proud to know this story, but you told me the reason you're an attorney is because you had lunch with my dad.
Yeah, growing up in Sherman, you know how it was. It's a rural town. And coming from a poor minority community or side of that town, we didn't have a lot of role models in the professional world. And your dad, Larry King, was a hero to me. He was everything that Jasmine Crockett says about, your Caucasian white male. He was the antithesis of that. And that is why it's hard for me to be a racist or to commiserate with Jasmine, because my entire life I've had people that don't look like me, that don't come from where I come from,
motivate you,
encourage me. And your dad was one of the people who encouraged me to go into the law. He basically gave me the roadmap and said, don't discount yourself. Everything about you that you think makes you a disqualifier or makes you too unique, bring that to the practice of law and help, bolster and make us better. And so I stuck with that. I never let it go. And to this day, I'm still very thankful to him.
I can tell you that he would be very proud to see where.
That's what's up, though. I'm not even gonna lie. That's what's up. Y'all can definitely check this out on the rest of this end of that clip. But I feel like that's definitely lit. Not even really gonna base it off of Kohler. You know what I mean? Obviously, Sheldon Daniels did because of Jasmine Crockett, but it's just a lot of good people that's out there. I really feel like I get a lot of my motivation, a lot of my encouragement, a lot of my, a lot of that drive. A lot of that, those kind words, a lot of that from people that I really don't even know. My biggest fans literally are people that I don't even know. I know that sounds crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. And it kind of, weighs you down a little bit when you think about it. And I don't expect, my family or anything, like coming from a Democratic family, I don't expect my family to just, like, I want to do this, do that. It does suck that you don't really get that much support coming from, family. Even just if they don't really like, but just to, listen in, it does suck. Obviously my girl, a couple of my buddies, a couple of my friends, obviously, support me, but I'm telling y'all, your biggest supporters are literally people that you don't know. And it's crazy, and I absolutely love it though, and I love y'all and I appreciate y'all for everything that y'all do, supporting me and pushing me, to keep going, and keep getting to the truth, because I definitely feel like it's important, especially for the younger crowd. To understand what's going on. But y'all got to hear. This Sheldon Daniels is definitely moving to unseat Jasmine Crockett. Sheldon Daniels is definitely, he's an Army vet. and definitely, ready to replace some Jasmine Crockett. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this video, and I definitely try to do my best, to respond to comments and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm probably gonna rest today. Had a busy week, but you already know. Catch y'all next one.